Hello and welcome to this tutorial. It won't be brief at all because this is a live stream. If someone wants to cut it down, they can cut it down. But, alas and alack, that is not what we're doing today. So, as you can see, I already have the Valor form maxed out, I have the Limit form maxed out, and I have the Master form maxed out. The Valor and the Limit form have the same exact tactic for how to max it out. I'll actually show you that real fast. So you want to go to the world map, right? Yeah. We're going to assume that you have every single form, so you're late game. But even if this is early game, the rules still apply. So you're going to want to go to Agrabah. You're going to want to go to the Cave of Wonders, Chasm of Challenges. You load in there. Now what I do is I get my Keyblades, right? And I will equip the Sleeping Lion for the Valor form because it gives you a combo plus, and then I'll also equip the Rumbling Rose because that gives you a finishing plus that grants additional moves. Now what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to this guy. Oh, my anti-form just activated. That's perfect. I love that. This is a great tutorial, guys. So now we're all out of drive forms. So basically what you want to do is you're going to want to activate this guy. You're just going to attack him constantly. Non-stop. Non-stop whatsoever. You're not going to stop in any way, shape, or form. Because this guy gives you free hits. He regenerates health pretty quickly so that he will allow you to hit him even more. And if you're lazy, just let him regenerate a little bit of health. And just hit him more. With the Valor form, if you're gonna have those two keyblades that I just mentioned, you'll have a finishing plus and a combo plus, which means you'll be able to hit him even more. And the end with the Valor form, you'll be able to hit him a total of 8 times. Because as you continue to level up the Valor form, you'll get combo pluses. And the same thing applies for the Limit form. My Valor form back first off, I mean my Limit form, and then I'll show you. The Limit form, right? Okay, no, my anti-form value is too high. So, one thing you have to keep in mind that I did not keep in mind is that abusing your drives causes this thing called your anti-form there's a counter. So the only way to get rid of that is to either become the anti-form, which is inconvenient and it'll drain your thing completely, or once you unlock the final form, there's constantly, after like every 3 loop-throughs, you're going to want to hit the final form like twice, 2 or 3 times, and it'll lower your counter enough. So you're going to do see Limit form, activate. Then you're going to just limit Sonic Wave. Just button mash and triangle button. The Limit form gains EXP for every single finisher that you do. And well, let's be honest here, the Sonic Wave is the one that you can button mash the fastest. Because other ones, it's about timing and stuff like that. So the Valor and the Limit form are both the exact same area that you have to do it. Of course, to get the Mushroom 13, you have to complete Agrabah first. Now, where we're going second for the Master form, the easiest one, arguably, if you ask me at least, is you want to go to the Tower Entryway in Twilight Town. You don't want to get up here, you do want to ignore everybody. You just want to keep flying up here until you get into this room. 4 gamblers pop up. Hit Master form. Anti-form happened. Of course it did. Basically what you're going to want to do when you hit Master form. So Master form levels up by collecting drive orbs. The drive orbs, of course, increase the amount of time you can be in your drive form, or it replenishes your drive gauge. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the... Assuming that you've already completed the 100 Acre Wood, you're going to activate Sweet Memories, and for Master Form, you're going to get the Wishing Lamp. Drive Converter, let me just show you this thing. It increases the drop rate of drive orbs in place of money, so it gets rid of money and puts in drive orbs. The Wishing Lamp, however, increases the drop rate of money. So, if there's more money dropping, then there's a greater chance of money being replaced by drive orbs, which increases the amount of experience you gain in the Master Form. So what you're going to want to do here, even though I don't have drive form activated, because anti-form activated, you're going to want to go to these games, and win them, hypothetically. You want to win them, you don't want to lose them. Because if you win them, then, well, they drop a bunch of drive orbs. I'll show you. If you fail the game, all you want to do is just leave here, and then just come back in. If you have the drive form activated, it actually might extend your time, because your drive gauge will be replenished to 1 full gauge. Anyway, so what we're doing here is just gotta wait for them to activate the game, hit the game. Oh, I did it too early. See, look, I have really bad luck right now, because I'm live streaming. I literally was doing this for a solid 20 minutes earlier, and I made, like, maybe 2 mistakes. But, of course, now that I'm streaming, it's gotta be difficult. She's gonna wanna be around here. I mean, you're just really gonna do nothing. Just let them run their course until they start doing games. You're low on health, just heal, you know? Let them start the games. Just, you gotta be nearby one of them. See, look, stop dice. Boom, he dropped a bunch of drive orbs. See, look at that. Let's drop items which you can use for later game, you know, synthesis. So you just want to keep doing this over and over again. And I messed up again, because I'm terrible at this game. But yeah, like I said, you just want to keep doing that over and over again. Now comes the more time-consuming, grinds, really. They are annoying, I hate them. This is... You can max out your level for your drive form and stuff like that in a matter of 15-20 minutes for each one there. Just gotta keep redoing it. But now comes the hard part. By hard part, I just mean time consuming. So, I guess I need to, So what we're gonna do, actually, if you are low on drive gauge, what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to go, leave whatever world you're at, right? And you're gonna want to fly straight to the Olympus Coliseum. Assume that you're far enough in the game, you'll be able to do this. Go to the Cerberus Cup, enter it. Cerberus Cup makes it so you can only use drives, and they restore very quickly. Basically, I'm just letting them punish me right now. I'm just going to continuously go back and forth between, you know, the drive forms. And that's going to allow me to revert back into final form. I'm just going to spam final form a bunch of times. Which will hopefully reset my, what's it called, my anti-sword counter, because like I said earlier, the more you abuse the drive forms, the higher your chances of becoming anti-sword become. I don't know the exact numbers, but the numbers do exist. I have the whole drive gauge that replenishes faster when you are an MP charge, which is why I keep healing myself, even though I don't need to. See, I'm just constantly healing myself, and see, taking damage, which is significantly faster. And boom. You just do that a bunch of times, and it should reset your counter. Maybe not to 0, but, you know, low. It should lower your drive counter. And I accidentally forgot, whenever you go into a cup, any cup at all, in fact, it will replenish your drive gauge to max. So I need to actually customize my thing. Circles reflect, triangle is magnet, and X is thunder. That way you can just... That's arguably the best method to killing a bunch of Heartless at a time, which we'll actually show you in a minute. So I don't quite have Magnega yet because I have not defeated the Gambler. But alas and alack, that does not matter. So let's go to my status real quick. Wisdom form, I have to defeat 126 Heartless to, because the Wisdom form, for each Heartless defeated in Wisdom form, 1 point of experience is gained. This is where the grind becomes real. So, arguably the easiest place to get this done is the World That Never Was. This applies for both the Wisdom and the Final form. Of course, to get this far, you're going to have to go through a bunch of boss fights and stuff like that. You're going to have to defeat Roxas, stuff like that. So what you're going to want to do is just gather and thunder. And then just spam. Just, these Shadow Heartless are, of course, very easy to kill because, well, they're Shadow Heartless. They are the first Heartless you encounter in Kingdom Hearts 1. They are the easiest of all time. And so they're easy. So, and they spawn in large numbers, like 5, 6 per wave. Now that's not much, but it is more than pretty much anywhere else in the game. Of course, you could argue that the 1,000 Heartless would be useful, but I believe that since you are alone, you cannot use the Wisdom form. I don't know if perhaps if you activate Wisdom form beforehand, then you can use it to defeat the 1,000 Heartless. But let's be honest, you're not going to defeat all 1,000 Heartless with the Wisdom form, because if you use magic, it lowers your gauge faster, and, well, there's only a finite amount of time that you have with each form. And you're not going to have Oblivion or Oathkeeper, and Oblivion and Oathkeeper both boost the amount of time that you have to be in each form. So basically, what I'm saying is the 1,000 Heartless is not as useful as you'd think it'd be. So let me just point something out real quick. Each form has 7 levels. I am a level 5, so which means that after I defeat these 100 Heartless, I'm going to defeat maybe 100 more or something like that. Maybe 200 more. I don't know. So I'm low on my form. I'm at 0 right now, so all I want to do is I'm going to go into the save thing, go back to world map, exit out, go right back in. Because that does is it replenishes my drive gauge. It only replenishes your drive gauge if you are still in your drive form. If you leave your drive form for whatever reason, or you run out, or if you're in anti-Sora form, it will not work, because when you're anti-Sora, if you change rooms, you revert back to regular Sora, and anti-form consumes all of your drive gauge. All 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many you have, depending on how many bosses you defeat in the game. So go back to Wisdom form. Thank God it didn't give me the frickin' anti-Sora. I mean, I spammed that final form for quite a while there. And like 4 or 5 of them, which is actually quite a lot. Now, of course, what we have to worry about with these guys is that they do like to go and blend into the shadows. And when they do that, they are invulnerable for a short amount of time. They are immune to magnet during that time. But when they are above ground, they are susceptible to all damage, magic, physical, anything like that. Now, Wisdom form obviously is a primarily magic-based drive form, which is why it has no physical attacks whatsoever. I'm still using the sweet memories because at this point I do not have any better keyblades for magic, because as I literally just stated, the Wisdom form is a magic-based drive form. We don't really have to worry about physical attacks, because every attack that you do is based off of magic, your magic stat. It increases or decreases the amount you do slightly, but it'll help you route through the Heartless a little bit faster. Now I'm at 0, so I'm just going to quick run. I almost forgot what I was going to do because... Excuse me, I'm talking at the same time, so... Back to world map. If you run out, no biggie, just go back to the Olympus Coliseum and redo your thing. Just go into one of the cups, preferably the second cup, the Cerberus cup, so that you can lower your anti-Sora form counter, and that will help immensely. It'll both replenish your gauge and lower your anti-Sora form at the same time. Counter, your anti-Sora counter. My apologies. So, like I said, this is just a continuous grind. You basically, there's no way out of this really. You just have to keep doing this over and over again until you level up your wisdom or final form to its potential. So I'm gonna do a quick, I'm just gonna go because you already know what I'm doing. It's ad nauseum, just repeat. So what you're gonna go back to the world that never was. You're gonna go to Twilight's View. At lower levels of the final form, you're gonna have to just go into like the first 2 areas and then come back. So you're gonna do, so let me review this first. The final form gains experience only by defeating nobodies. Now this is arguably, this and Twilight Town are the 2 best areas for defeating nobodies. So you're just gonna want to do this. You want to worry about Goofy or Donald or Riku getting in your way, because final form uses both party members. Answers are annoying, very annoying, because they will grab you, and there's really no way to avoid them except for reflect, and maybe you stun them during your air combos. Which is why I remain in the air, because their stupid throw thing does quite a bit of damage, and it also just wastes time.
Gather! Thunder!
Like I said, Magnet and Thunder are your best friends. Except for these big guys. These big guys are just annoying. I hate them. These are my least favorite nobodies in the entire game. They are the hardest in my opinion. Even harder than the bosses, because in groups of 2 or 3, they are ridiculous. Unless you get one of their little things like this right down there, which I'm not going to get, then they are very hard to defeat. Because they're just like large bodies in the sense of they can't be attacked from the front, they can be attacked from behind. And with every grind, you're gonna be leveling up everything. So I'm at low form gauge, so I'm just gonna be heading back real fast. Let's be honest here, I'm about to lose it, and I may actually have to go back to Olympus Coliseum because of this. This is not going to be a very fun video as per my regular legend, because my regular legends are obviously so fun to watch. I mean, that's why I have so many subscribers and so many viewers. This is a more... Oopsies, I made a mistake. We gotta go back. See, with doing the same actions over and over again, eventually you'll mess up and you'll get ahead of yourself. Actually, let's go to our status real quick and show what we have maxed out. We have the Valor form maxed out, we have the Limit form maxed out, and we have the Master form maxed out. The Wisdom form takes a lot of time, as well as the Final form. The Summon form, the Summon gauge, you have to max out in order to get to the Paradox Cups with Hades in the Olympus Coliseum, which is needed for like 100% completionists. So that's pretty important, I guess. I really don't ever use summons, but I know that for speedrunning community and for 100% of the game, the summon gauge is actually very, very important. Well, with like Peter Pan giving you a free revive, and the Lilo and I mean, not Lilo and Stitch, but just Stitch himself giving you a bunch of help. It's actually a lot more important than you think. Well, fun fact about me, actually, I did not know that the Final form was a thing for many years. I only discovered the Final form by accident one time when I was running through the, oh, I just got grabbed. That's my least favorite thing about these guys. With the, I was doing the Cerberus Cup, just spamming, you know, forms because I never even used them in the game. I just, you know, played the game, you know, spam magic, use the Valor form, that's really the only form I ever used. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, talking this much is making me a little bit aloof in terms of my playing mechanics and strategies. This is gonna hurt. I'm probably gonna die actually. Oh, never mind. We deflected. We're gonna head back. Like I said, this hallway, you're just gonna wanna go in, go out, revert back to your world map, and come back. This is how to grind the final form. Now, what's the point of grinding all these forms up, really? The Cavern of Remembrance, really. I actually don't know what's in the Cavern of Remembrance because I've never been in there before, fun fact. Because this is my first playthrough of Final Mix. So that's fun. I don't actually know what's at the end of Cavern of Remembrance. I've heard that it's like a bunch of Data Organization 13. Like, you can face all 13 of them as many times as you want, and they're like super hard versions of themselves. Apparently. And that's like super cool if you ask me. But, you know, I actually don't know. I mean, for all I know, it could be just another Winnie the Pooh level. I don't know. I could have been trolled my entire life. Who knows? Yeah, like I said, this is just repeat ad nauseum. You're going to be spending hours doing this because the final form and the risen form both take very long times to level up. But the two of their abilities are arguably the most useful in the entire game.
It's over. Gather. Thunder.
So, just keep on grinding, because like I said, these glide and quick fire are arguably the two most useful things in this game, aside from high jump. But come to think of it, aerial the double jump is really useful too. But you know, glide is really useful for those hard boss fights because you can just, you know, fly out of the way, especially during like Sephiroth and stuff like that, who I have beat in the past, but only on beginner mode. This is critical mode, fun fact. I have never defeated critical mode Sephiroth. You know, as a matter of fact, now that I have shown you guys how to do this, let's just jump right into it. You know, let's go face Sephiroth. Because I'm sure that I can beat him. Yeah, definitely. I'm absolutely positive that I can defeat him first try. I am being 0% sarcastic right now. I don't even... because I remember every single tactic for how to face him. It's not like I haven't faced him in literal years, and I remember nothing about his battle. But hey, like I just said, it's not like that. I remember everything about it. In fact, this will be my first try, and I'll defeat him.
Show me your strength.
I remember this part.
That's enough.
Yeah. Take this.
That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Back off. It's over. Let's go. Back off. Give me strength. Yeah. This is
That's enough.
And dead. I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, I am perfect at this in every way, shape, and form. Like I said, it's not like it's been literal years since I faced him. It's just, I don't know, maybe I just slipped up or something. Actually, no, we're doing this run. We need to level up final form first because those heartless, the shadows only grant like 40, 50 EXP per one you kill. However, these nobodies grant a lot of XP.
Let's go! Gather!
That was just 600 right there alone. That's not even including, you know, that's just one. That's the equivalent of, you know, like, got how many? Like,
It's over.
6 shadows, if my math is correct. I'm not really thinking too hard right now. Well, let's advance the story a little bit. I want to get the Magnega because it's really actually making a big difference right now. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna get Magnega. Go back to world map, replenish my drive gauge. Boom, proof of existence. Wow, amazing. We're gonna face this guy. I don't remember his name. Luxio or something. That's a Pokemon. Luxord. No, that's a Luxord. What would his name be? Ordlu? Dolru? I don't actually know what his real name is.
First to run out of time is the loser.
Oh, joke's on you, I'm a loser in real life. Maybe there's a way to avoid him for quite some time until our drive gauge runs out.
There. Heal.
Do you know the rules?
Back off.
See, this is not an HP fight.
This is it.
You can kind of cheat at this. Oh, that's him. With the camera, you know, but you're not supposed to do that. But, you know, he's a little cheater too. So, I actually followed that one that time. Oh, okay. Literally just did it, and you're already doing it again.
It's over.
This is actually a pretty easy boss fight, even though it's...
Heal.
Do you know the rules?
It's over.
Final act of the game now. Should be pretty difficult, but it's not!
Who's on top of the game?
Now this is actually kind of difficult. I'm just gonna fly around.
Hold. Hold. Sora. Do you know the rules?
Oh shit. I did a mistake.
Don't squander your time. Don't squander your time.
Let's attack him. What are the odds? I defeat him as dice.
A challenge.
Guess it didn't happen. That'd have been pretty cool though. If I defeated him as dice, Sora. Or die, whatever it is.
How could you, Roxas?
That's Sora!
You okay?
Yeah, no worries. Let's keep moving.
We learned so much. Like I said, what with all that good stuff, Valor form is very easy, Limit form is very easy, they're literally the exact same method. Master form is pretty simple. I mean, all you need is 1600 drive orbs. That's not that hard, believe it or not. It sounds like a lot, but when you're doing that thing, the whole gambling thing, it's chance or strategy, really. And then you've got that, and I mean, it's a lot of them. It really drops really quickly. Final form and wisdom form are the two hardest ones. I mean, as you can see, all these are level 7, and these two are level 5. It means I've got 2 more levels to go. That's quite some time. And summon is literally just it's easy, but time consuming. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna save the game, and that is the end of this little tutorial. Nope, that was the wrong way. Thank you for watching. I might download this video onto my computer and edit it down for simplicity's sake. I mean, it is only how long? Let's just figure real fast. It's only half an hour, and really the last 15-20 minutes is useless, so yeah. Because it's me fighting a boss. Not 15-20 minutes, but you know. I'm gonna go play like Birth by Sleep or something. I'll stream it, don't worry. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in about a minute.